But, you know, David Letterman has his top 10. Well, we here on our country show, we have scraping the bottom of the barrel 5. Now, we've got 5 ways. We start from 1 through 5. We've got 5 ways that things you can do to make your marriage only last 72 days. And the first one is, first of all, come on. Sharing a sweet... You're newlyweds. Newlyweds means you should be all over each other, in love. You want to spend time together.
Right.
And when I found out Scott and Courtney and Mason had arrived and Kim and Chris Humphries was going to share a suite, I thought, no way, no way. Then they put Mason's, they put him upstairs, but then they put Mason's playroom 20 feet from the newlyweds room. No, you don't do that. That is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Scraping the bottom.
Get your own suite so you can do what you want to do.
I agree.
The second one is, for God's sakes, do not go for massages with your sister. Let her get an enema. And then come home and let her sit on your bed and leak on your sheets.
Yeah, I'm over that.
First of all, one thing about those Kardashians, I've noticed nothing is kind of private or sacred to them. You know, I've seen them, I wouldn't think about going into my sister's bedroom. I mean, you know, no, not like they do. I mean, it's one thing to talk, but that was Chris and Kim's private space.
Yeah.
But clearly, Courtney and Scott don't sleep together. So, you know, that deal I don't understand either. But anyway, the third one, and you know, to this day, I've been married 23, 24 years. Okay. I trust my husband, I love him. But I still would not have someone, a male yoga instructor, come to my home and do naked yoga at my house, even though other people were there. And then, when Chris Humphries walked into that, he was shocked.
Culture shock.
And then Kim got mad at him, and I thought, You know, there they are, newlywed. She don't want to have her own private suite with him. And yet she wants to see another man's
private
hanging, dangling parts doing naked yoga. I don't get that. I don't get that. All right, then the other one, you know, I noticed so far while this show's been going on, she'd already gone on a sister weekend. She went to Dubai, whatever, with her mother. She goes on all these trips and does things, but they want Scott and Chris Humphries just to sit there and be good old boys in the suite. I'm sorry. You know, it goes back to, maybe they don't do this in Hollywood, or, you know, maybe it's a country thing, but you take care of your own backyard. If you take care of your own backyard, you ain't out taking care of nobody else's, and you don't have to worry about somebody coming to take care of yours.
There you go. Mind your own business.
Yes. So, I don't think Courtney, Kim gave it a chance. I really don't think she gave the wedding a chance.
No. 72 hours, 72 days.
See? You know,
same thing.
It's about like 72 hours.
Yeah.
And the biggie to me was, do not discuss going off your birth control pills with everybody but your husband.
Yeah.
And then when you've talked to your husband, you sit there and, oh yeah, and y'all thinking, okay, you're getting him excited about becoming a father, having a baby. And then you decide, maybe you shouldn't. So you talk to your best friend, Lala, at the restaurant. Then you talk to this and you talk to that one. Oh, my gosh, come on. Talk to your husband.
Yeah. And then when he was all for it, she changed her mind.
Broke his heart.
You know?
Broke his heart.
Goes back to respect.
But you know, it does go back to respect, but Chris Humphries just doesn't know how lucky he is, because he opened his eyes, and you know, saw for real. I think maybe he had some rose-colored glasses or something, I'm not sure. But the thing is, she wouldn't take his name. She wouldn't become a Humphries. There's plenty of actresses. You know, look at Holly Robinson Peete. She could have said Kim Kardashian Humphries, but maybe it was too much for her to spell out. I don't know. Maybe it's too much for her to say. But that was my first clue that I didn't like the way things were going. But then the Minnesota thing. You know,
yeah,
definitely.
that was pretty bad.
I'm not moving to Minnesota. That was bad.
Yeah, that's
that was
selfish.
bad.
She didn't even want to give it a chance.
I'm not going to raise my kids in Minnesota. Well, right then, Chris Humphries would say, you don't have to worry about it. We ain't having kids. But she ditched everything about Minnesota. That's what broke my heart. His pictures he had on his wall, everything, you know. So it's kind of like the Kardashian way or the highway.
There you go.
That's the way I see it. The Kardashian way or the highway.